Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Now, what's up? 18, what's up?
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go, let's go. At 18, what's up?
Shotgun now, first round. Into traffic, complete. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. They motion a receiver left. Stroud now on 3rd. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. Space pass to the 35. It's a race down the right side. To the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
We go set. We set.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go set.
Now run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Kupp. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Has Kupp once more. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Get it. 70, go.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He gets 6 on that play, and it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
With a gun, here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inch as they get set for 3rd and 6.
We go set. We set.
Now Darnold off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in. Out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Headed out right. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line.
Here we go. Look at high, look at high. 18, that's it.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
18, that's it.
Stroud from the pistol. Buying some time right. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
We've set it down for him at the 38. Going left with Marks. Pushing for the red zone. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get 6 more on their early advantage. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent in through the lane. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Darnold now to throw. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And now all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Martinez. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
We're going to Yo, lady.
From the 39. Throwing this back in the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, Cowboy 80.
Joe Rowe from the gun. That's caught for the first. And taken down right along the 30. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Martinez from the pistol. He manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Donald with it on third and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll try to throw. It's Donald. That one is caught. Horton has it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage at really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
Hawk 7, ready.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Martinez. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks make it a one-score game in the first half. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. 18.
From the gun, Stroud. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
And the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Let's go.
They go play action with Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Tony. Look at hot.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down. It's a run with Marks. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that? Stop. 11. Look at hot. Hey, uno.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Fails to find his running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
18. What's that?
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Connects downfield, on target to down. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Ow, what's that? 18, what's that?
To the air, Stroud. No finding his back, Nixon. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Okay.
Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
All right. 18, what's that?
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Now, what's that? 18, what's that? Robin.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
All right. 18, what's that? Hey, uno.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Complete to Nico Collins.
Two yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Up and good from Fairbairn. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard
line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Buying some time left. Now he's going to fire it deep left side. He's got it deep downfield. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
We go set. Set.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in a second after coming into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Seahawks make it 17 all.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, let me go. Wait, team. That's it.
They'll start this drive with Marks. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
All right.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
All right. 18. Let's go.
On play action, here's Stroud. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks, about set to begin their drive. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Go set.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Running with Walker again. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. The play fake, he'll throw. Looking with his fullback now. Able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Lady.
Running left, here's Walker. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Donald. He's got his man. This is Walker. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Now Martinez. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now run with Martinez. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now he gives to Charbonnet, coming right. Across midfield to the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set.
Now Darnold out the play action. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Charbonnet now up the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, set.
Pistol snap, Darnold. He rolls to his right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get this forward to about the 28. Kevin Bullock up to make the stop.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Flushed out of the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. Don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Oh, right. Hey, south, swap. Level swap.
Keeping it with Mixon. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Only quick, right? 18. That's it.
From the 38. Completed to his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go. Look at hot, look at hot.
Throwing from the gun. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Working quickly here. First down from the red zone. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Bear connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Gibson on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. Pushing it up past the 30. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go sack.
From the 32. Finds him over there. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here goes sack. Red 80.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. So it's second down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here's a give to Martinez. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Play made by E.J. Speed.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Darnold looking to throw. That's a caught. Here's Arroyo. And this one's brought to in well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here goes Son. Red 80.
Throwing here, Darnold. Pass is caught at the 9. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure has been a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
To the air, Stroud. Here's a screen now for Chubb. Space pass to 35. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play. And that's enough for the 1st.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Out, it's not. Hot. Swap. Level swap.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Sorry. 19, set.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up, they're into the drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun now for Stroud. As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, so we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Running is Martinez. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. He gets a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll stand up right through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Go! Chop alert! Chop alert!
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. going to be third down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
We're going to set.
Here's Darnold. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We're going to set. Set.
Setting him on the dime. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
At the 20-yard line.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
We're going to set. The lady. We're set.
From the gun, Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Set it down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that Well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Here he goes, gotta have this on 4th down. Into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 14-yard pickup on 4th and 10 of all things, and they surprise us all by picking up the first. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Gibson now to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The gun. Here's Darnold. That's him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Walker on 1st down. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 42. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And 1 to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 5. Bails out of the pocket quick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
And the shotgun to get to Mixon. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Texans trail by 6. Down by 6, no choice but to go for this.
18. What's that?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. Here he goes again. And he will get this inside the 30.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
18. What's that?
1st and 10 are on the Mixon. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
18. What's that?
He'll look to throw it. Caught on the comeback route. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
18. What's that?
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. You're going to pass it here. Connects with the open man downfield. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. this one with Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.